Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Hard West. In the previous episode we started Law and Order and ended up getting the runaround because certain things weren't very clear in the mission. But without further ado, we are going to head off to the harbor and back to the trappers in order to acquire the cipher pieces that will lead us to Delir. The harbor had a huge economic impact on the region. Ships laden with goods and passengers arrived there every day before continuing their journey on land. Those that stuck around in town tended mainly to be traders, caravaneers, sailors, and prostitutes. It would be a melting pot, if scum could melt, and somewhere among them was a member of the Order. With his powerful voice, Cervantes proclaimed that a sinner was in their midst. Yeah, it's you. Who would soon bring doom to them all. When he told them it was Laszlo, the man was immediately chained and brought forth. Cervantes looked at him with disdain, then made a dramatic gesture. The wretch was torn apart by the crowd, and none of them noticed the cipher piece pop out of his body, allowing Cervantes to quietly pocket it and take his leave. In the woods, they found a group of mountain men. These formidable hunters and tanners contributed most of the leather goods in the area. Slaughtering them would have economic consequences.
Every member of the Order that Raum identified was dead. It was time for the Inquisitor to meet up with him again.
Cervantes confided in the men that one William Tanner had been seen in this area and that he was involved in the black arts. If they had experienced any bad luck lately, it was undoubtedly his fell presence that caused it. The men delivered swift justice, rousting Tanner with kicks, then carrying him to the main camp area and nailing him to a tree. Cervantes told them he must now remove the source of the evil and cut the cipher piece from the Tanner's abdomen using a ceremonial dagger, telling the men he had saved countless lives, telling the men they had saved countless lives through their selfless actions that day. Yeah. Not that they were dooming everyone to madness. Idiots. The collected cipher pieces weren't close enough to assemble the device. Raum was looking at the bonfire blankly when suddenly he shivered and grabbed his head in pain. He had a vision. Delir was at the church to the north. Raum said that if Cervantes brought him 2 doses of opium, his visions would be clear, granting them a strategic advantage.
Raum's vision directed the Inquisitor towards the house of worship. The mystic assured him that Delir would be there.
Yes, well, for once we actually do want that strategic advantage, so we're going to head to the Chinese trader to get 2 doses of opium. Not 3, 2. Nope. Not 1, 2. We're also gonna head to the Fate Trader to buy 1 Candle of the Dead and 1 Holy Musket. Kind of ironic considering our actions, but whatever. Ah, here we are, Candle of the Dead. And 1 Holy Musket. It's gonna be expensive, but it'll be worth it. Alright, Raum, we got your drugs for you. After much grinding, cooking, and sniffing, Raum seemed satisfied with his infernal stew. He sat with his face over the top of the pot, inhaling deeply. Then, in a sonorous voice, declared that he had visited, with a vision, a secret passage led to a shed behind the church. The Order was not aware of it. Cervantes and Perez could use it to take them by surprise. Well, alright then. They stood on a nearby hill looking down at the church, contemplating their next move. Their trust in Raum's visions was measured at this point, but attacking the church seemed their best bet. Armed guards on the premises confirmed that something important was going on there. Let's use the secret tunnel for a tactical advantage. Now, we will get a new character, Rosa, to join our posse, but unfortunately we can't do anything about equipping her. So, whoever has the lowest aim among us is going to get the Candle of the Dead, which in that case is Cervantes, which boosts him by a lot. Oh, shoot. Okay, so one other thing, you're gonna want to get a Navy gun to swap out the Judicator, but the guide that I am using, I probably should have mentioned this a long time ago, is set for hard mode, so I don't think we're gonna be in too big a problem, or gonna have too big of a problem. Anyways, also you're gonna want to substitute Perez's Western Rifle with the Holy Musket. And I may as well take care of cards. Let's see, what all did we get? Red Joker, Jinx, Ace of Spades, and Jack of Spades. Jinx is always going to be useful. Let's see, plus 10 luck. Who has the lowest luck? You do. Prayer. Let's see, HP... 9-7. I think I'll give him the Red Joker. And I guess I'll give the prayer to Perez. And Jack of Spades plus 2 defense. Yeah, I'll give that to him. Alright, let's get moving. The Grand Inquisitor could not wait to spill Solomon's blood. He swore the old inventor would die that night. Yeah, well, something tells me he won't.
A tunnel enabled them to enter the premises unseen. The church was heavily guarded. Something important was going on in there.
Okay. So next to the southern wall of the church. Graveyard behind the central tombstone. Just making sure there's no other areas like that. Okay, and Perez, you are... or not Perez. I always keep mixing these two up. Next to the southern wall of the church. Ugh. Okay then. I think I'm gonna try and get around to flank this one guy right here. Just so that A, I'm behind high cover, and B, I can take him out. It would be nice to try and go after the guys that are like out in the open, but I don't think that'll be a good idea. Really? Can't see anybody from there. Well, I'd rather not move into... well, there's some high cover right there. Ooh. Oh, thank goodness he had to reload. Must have a deadly Derringer on him. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, let's just move over here and shoot the guy that's closest to us. Ooh, he still managed to get around, eh? Well, at least he'll have a scar to show for it. That spine fracture's gonna cause us some problems. Can't get a ricochet off, not without moving first. Ugh. 62% chance, and I have to hit in order to kill him. Whew. Okay then, Perez, you reload. And you know what? Take that healing elixir.
To Cervantes' surprise, there was but one lone soul inside the church. Her name was Sister Rosario Aiza, and she was a prisoner of the order.
I see. Not seeing anybody else around. Oh well. Come on, Perez, let's get you in there.
Sister Rosa was a supporter of the order until she discovered Delir was using a clairvoyant to stay one step ahead of their enemies. Believing this was blasphemy, she tried to turn the others against him. That's when Delir imprisoned her in the church. He would use her as bait to lure the Grand Inquisitor into a trap. She prayed for deliverance, not realizing that her prayers were answered by the forces of darkness.
Well then, seems like I'd better set up and get ready for an ambush. You know what, I'm gonna put her here just because she has a shotgun. And I think it's fine that Perez stays right where he is. They're coming. And they're not going to be able to head... Where was that door opening from? Now, in here. That's fine. Let them come to me. Much more defensible position inside the church than I would trying to go out there. Yep. Oh. Seriously. Some good stuff. Rosario, why don't you do so as well? Even if it doesn't hit all of them, it'll definitely drain their luck. Not going to be enough to kill him. Seems kind of a waste to use a holy musket against this guy, but eh. Okay, reload. Some damage is better than no damage. $54, $41. That's fine. And hopefully with all that luck it is drained. Boom. But it seems like there are still more. Enemies that are smart enough to not move in. It's definitely more than 3, otherwise we'd have the indicator that there's only 3 left. Or however many there are. Oh, nope, they're coming from the side. I mean, smart of them to do so, but yeah, not really. Okay, back to positions, people. Okay, Cervantes, you head out here, see if there's anybody still left. Okay. Now do we head out again? I'm gonna try going up here and get a bird's eye view, but I doubt it'll really help all that much. Just wish I could get a decent idea of where they all are. They're definitely moving around. Aha! Okay, it looks like the rest of them are hiding in the house. Or they were being smart and coming around the other side. I'd have to hit this. Well, I know one of them is in here. Shoot. Oh well, I can still get a guaranteed hit with this. We just need to find the last guy. Wherever the heck he's hiding. Okay, Perez, why don't you go meet up with your buddies? So that you're, you know, not the only target. Oop. Okay, so that's where they're hiding. Let's see, can I get anybody upstairs in one move? Nope. Alright, in that case, I'm just going to move them into a position where they potentially could get upstairs in one move. Running away like a coward. Ah, and I could have from there. Yeah, Ricochet's not going to help on that. Alright, Cervantes, you go up there. Keep him cornered while Rosario and Perez stay down here. Now, there is a solid problem in the fact that this guy has about 6 HP. So you know what, let's bring 2 people up there. Because even with the shotgun, and even if he was using the Navy gun, you can't kill him in one shot.
End, and Sister Rosa was now free.
Okay then. Moving on. Solomon had done well. Yeah, blah blah. Same as it always
Cervantes
is.
convinced Sister Rosa that he was a servant of light and wanted what she wanted. An end to Solomon Delir's blasphemy. Rosa directed them to someone who might know the identity of the clairvoyant. Gustav Wedholm, a local banker who was once the Order's paymaster. He was an opium addict and an embezzler and was forced to leave in disgrace. But because of his former position, he knew the identity of every member of the secret society.
Let's see. Well, let us head for the opium den. Chinese man welcomed them with a smile, which turned into a frown when they told him they only wanted to speak with one of the patrons. He rolled his eyes as he waved them into one of the rooms. Perez knew these places and was unfazed. Sister Aiza was disgusted by the addict's sloth. Finally, they beheld Gustav Wedholm in all his confused, bemused glory. They asked him to find some pants. Gross. It took an hour for Wedholm to come to his senses, but through a combination of kindness and cruelty, Cervantes brought him back into awareness. Wedholm explained that he was no longer a member and had never been trusted with one of the cipher pieces himself. However, he knew the identities of several Order operatives in the region. Though he had a rough idea of their whereabouts, details such as names and appearances escaped him. For a price, however, he could call on his associates to fill in the blanks. Oh boy. Now, we can pay him 200 gold per location, or we can just slaughter everybody. I've already gone on the path of peace. I may as well. Oh, and before you head for the last location, you're going to want to heal any injuries that Rosa and Perez have been afflicted with. Ooh. The game also wants me to buy another Candle of the Dead and Holy Musket. I mean, I know there's some places that we're going to need to pay in order to get the, get a trinket. Let's see, he knew that one Order member worked in the nearby mine. His memory was hazy as to his exact position or what he looked like. We'll do this once, check out the mine, see if we maybe get anything out of it. Man was one of the regular miners, a guy named Jim Rapkins. Let's see, Corporation Devil Banner's Mine. Using the information they had, they only killed the Order member. Cervantes went to the mine foreman, Michael Chaffin, and told him about the demon worshipper in their midst. Horrified, the foreman asked who it could be. Cervantes said that he felt awful disclosing the man's name. The foreman begged him. Finally, Cervantes relented and told the foreman it was Rapkins. The foreman said they should bury Rapkins alive. Cervantes told him he would need to access the body afterwards for purification, so it was that the miners found Rapkins and shoved dynamite down his throat. They cheered as they detonated him, and Cervantes saw a glint of the cipher piece as it flew across the torchlit caverns. He recovered it and made his exit, the cheering of the men at his back. So we did get 100 back from that. Give me 1 second, I just gotta text a message. So, I'm guessing we could do this, but I'm not sure if we'll have enough. Now, let's see. So that's another 600. We'll probably, if it's the same as it is before, we'll probably get 300 back. So, take 300, we'll have 546. Yeah, let's go for it. Man's name was Bernard LaCroix. He made a fortune gambling and now spent it all his time on money at the brothel. Okay. What about the one at the saloon? One definitely remembered there was an Order member who hung out at the saloon. He was almost sure he was a man, but then again his recollection was hazy. Man's name was Tino Neubacher. He was an Austrian mercenary, now hung out at the Copperton Saloon. And the distillery? See, he worked at the local distillery. Or maybe he just really liked whiskey. Wedholm wasn't really sure. Brendan Hennessy, owner of the local distillery. Alright, let's see if I'm right on getting 100 back each time. See, the brothel was owned by Madame Kimberly Hosmer, a respected philanthropist who ran a reputable shop. Someone here was a member of the Order, whether one of the patrons or the woman. Simply slaughtering them all would surely gain Cervantes new enemies. Cervantes entered the establishment and confronted Madame Hosmer. When he proclaimed that Bernard LaCroix had been worshipping evil Indian spirits, the man was defenestrated without delay. And here's your word of the day. Defenestrated. To throw someone or something through a window. He found the cipher piece in his ruptured abdomen. Didn't get much back from that. Let's see. The brand was well known in that region and beyond for its remarkable flavor. The Grand Inquisitor had reason to believe it sheltered a member of the Order. Cervantes surprised Hennessy and tied him up. Then he climbed with him onto the catwalk and attracted the attention of the workers below. He told them that their boss, the High Priest was a cult. That their boss was the High Priest of a cult of devil worshippers. Worse, he had been cheating them on their paychecks, using the extra cash to pay for his dark rituals. He said that if the man were truly good, he would resist the flames. If not, he would burn. Little did the workers know that Cervantes had soaked Hennessy's clothes in alcohol, and the flames spread across his body immediately as the workers cheered. Cervantes let the man die, twisting and flailing in the flames rather than put him out of his misery. But the the fire went out, he recovered the cipher piece. We might just barely have enough to get that candle and holy musket. Competent Saloon was a typical Western saloon, full of strong drinks, stone-faced poker players, and women of ill repute. Among their number lay a member of the Order.
Every member of the Order in the area was dead, but the cipher was still incomplete. The Inquisitor hoped that Vedholm had more information to offer.
Cervantes stormed into the saloon and accused Neubacher of spying for the Austro-Hungarian Empire to prepare an invasion by his emperor. While most had never heard of the place, they were quick to beat the life out of the man. Cervantes demanded that the traitor's body be burned to ashes, and the crowd was more than happy to oblige, passing jugs of whiskey as the pyre's flame lit the night. When they dispersed, the Inquisitor recovered the cipher piece and rode off. Okay, then. Ugh, I know there's a trinket that we have to pay for some stuff for. I'm hoping we'll be able to get enough money in order to pull it off. Alright, but let's pick up another Candle of the Dead. And a holy musket. $304, that's gonna leave me strapped for cash. I could always sell off this Western rifle. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sell this off, sell off the extra one. Lancaster pistol, I can probably safely sell that off. And then let's at least get some of our cash back. Okay, but with that, also, one last thing, you're going to want to heal any injuries Rosa Perez have been afflicted with, because this next mission is going to be their last. When they revisited the down, they found Vedholm sleeping, his hands folded on his chest, clutching an envelope addressed to the Grand Inquisitor. The message was from a woman named Cassandra, who said she was being held prisoner at an abandoned mine. It said the clairvoyant was there too, along with many other Order members, and provided copious information about the compound.
The letter from a supposed ally was an interesting turn of events. However, the motivations of the sender were a mystery. Cervantes hoped to finally deal with the clairvoyant, who remained a thorn in his side.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be doing it this episode because we are out of time. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw polling to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.